Dennis, 2 weeks to go. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, unfortunately I wish it was a bit more comfortable, that we could actually be in a position where we could have a bit of breathing space, but we haven't. And even today's game, I said to players at half time, if we don't win today, that's our season over. But thankfully they've responded second half. I thought the substitutions, the guys that come on, Ben Milner, Rossi, some of the passes he made at the end there made a big difference to us, and obviously Garn's going up front.
1-0 down after 73 minutes. Your comeback came later at home than it normally does, but those 3 goals in 6 minutes just knocked the stuffing out of them, and in the end gave you a comfortable win.
Yeah, I think the quality came through in the end, but the problem was we give away a soft goal, was against the wind first half, made it difficult for us to get out, and we've obviously missed a penalty. So if we'd have gone at half time 1-1 with the wind in our favour second half, it'd have been easy more work. But we've now got to score 2 goals, and that's still never easy because you can have chance after chance and not score. But thankfully we got ourselves in front with plenty of time to spare, with 12-13 minutes to go, and then it looked like they was really deflated, and then it was a case of how many we was going to get. 2
players who have been regulars for the club over the last couple of years, not figured so much lately, Spencer Weir-Daly and Ben Milnes, doing the business for you today just when you needed them the most.
Yeah, I've said that to Spencer. He hasn't played a lot. He should be fresh. He's had a problem with his back and whatnot, but he's back in the team now. He's played of late, and he's got to step up to the plate. Nooshi's out, and he comes in, and he's got to score goals for us, because if we're going to make the playoffs and then do well in the playoffs, I need him and Ricky scoring.
And Ben Milnes, just the impact you'd want from a player that had been left out, played the last few. You've rotated your midfield options the last few games, and he was the one to miss out today, but a good attitude coming on and getting the 3rd and 4th goals.
Yeah, like I said, and I've said it to them, we've got a lot of options in midfield. We've played a lot of games. Again, with Milnes hadn't played too much, and he played 3 games on the trot. So I've left him out today to just rest him up. But I just joked with him there that he'd probably played 20 games on the trot for me at the start of the season, never scored a goal. Then he's left out the side for a bit. He comes on a couple of subs appearances, scores a goal in each of them. Comes on a supper down, scores 2. So maybe he might be the new Fairclough, like the old days at Liverpool. He could be a better super sub. But no, listen, you want impacts like that from substitutes, and Milnes had a great attitude all season, and he's come off the bench today and made something happen for us. So well done, Ben, and he's done a great job for us.
And the man that started the comeback, Mr. Cool, Junior Conadua, good goal, and everything he did today, he played it simple, showed some nice pieces of skill, and sort of wowed the crowd at times, and he really got you back into it.
Yeah, he's as cool as a cucumber. I'm not even sure he knows what the score is at the end of the game. He just wants to get the ball and pass it around. But he just needs that little bit more devil in him. In that final third, he can walk past people. He can put their weight on the wrong foot and walk round them. But I would just like to see more of what he's done today, with driving through the middle with the ball and getting shots off, because he's capable of it. But he's just got to be more ruthless. At times he gets the ball and he just keeps it simple. He doesn't give it away, but there's no end product and there's no penetration. And I want to try and get penetration out of him. And the last few games I've played him as the highest midfield player, and even though he's kept the ball, because he's the highest, he hasn't got on the ball enough, and where he's not penetrating enough, I've dropped him back a little bit deeper today to see more of the ball. He's done that, and he's got a goal, but he just needs to do more of what he's done today and drive him forward, because he's got so much ability.
All eyes to Tuesday night now, seeing if Harrogate can do you a favour. I think you'd normally like Guiseley to lose, but today it was probably the result that was least favourable for you.
Yeah, obviously a draw, every time the top teams play each other, your draw is your best result, because you gain 2 points. But what will be will be. All we can try and do is win 3 football matches, and if we're there at the end of the season, we're there. If we're not, we're not. Whatever happens, we've had a fantastic season, and me as a manager, the team and the fans, the club can look forward hopefully to a season next year with belief, whereas this year I'm sure from kick-off they just thought it was just going to be another ordinary season, and here we are with 3 games to go, having a chance at the playoffs. So let's not take anything away from the players, what they've achieved this year already, and if we make it, fantastic, and if we don't make it, they've still got to be applauded for what they've achieved.
And that's 14 home wins for the season now out of 20. That's the club's highest figure for 14 years, so you've certainly brought the excitement back to York Street this season.
Yeah, plenty of goals. That'll always be the case while I'm in charge. I'm not a negative manager. We'll always try and attack teams, and no one can say that we've folded on the running. Our last 7 games were unbeaten. I think we've got 14 points in those 7 games, 2 points a game. The team that wins this league probably won't even have 2 points a game. 84 points. There'll probably be less than that wins this league. So we've done our bit in the running. To have 14 points in your last 7 games, you're doing your bit, but we just need somebody else to slip up.
The Easter weekend now, Leamington and then North Ferriby, so I presume urging the players to go out and give it everything, because in one respect, they've got nothing to lose now.
They will do. You've seen that with the away games that we've had. Colwyn Bay coming back there at the end, the Barra game. They're giving everything, but we just need that little bit of slice of luck where somebody else just needs to drop points. So it's in our hands. At the moment, it's not in our hands. We can win 3 games of football, have a massive points tally of 77 and not get in the playoffs. It's pretty much unheard of over the last 6, 7, 8 years to get 77 points and not get in. Anything from 71 to 75 generally gets you in, but we might get 77, not get in, but would have had a fantastic season. So I'm not taking nothing away. I'm proud of the group, what we've achieved this year. I just hope we can make it.
And Ricky Miller showing he's finally human by missing from the spot. That's the first time it's happened this season.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky just tried a little bit too hard today, I thought, in the first half. And maybe that was a consequence of that. He was just a little bit tight and anxious. But Ricky's been fantastic this season. Everybody knows about Ricky, and it wouldn't surprise me if he gets all the awards at the end of the season. He's just got to relax the last 3 games. It's about the team, and Ricky's part of that team, and he's got to do his bit for the team. And if he just relaxes, and what I'm trying to say by that is sometimes Ricky can try and do it by himself. He's capable of it, but he doesn't have to do it by himself all the time, even though his goals are very individualistic. He's just got to relax and do what Ricky does best, and that's terrorise people. I just thought tonight he was just a little bit tight in the first half, and that's probably why the penalty. He tried to make too sure of the penalty. He struck it too well. It didn't have time to bend in. The other penalties he struck well, but a little bit softer. But Ricky's had a fantastic season. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I'd have him in my team every day of the week, this year, next year, whatever year or whatever club I'm at.